Hello guys, Kayo here today with the amazing Swedish band Deville, and we'll do an interview about their new record Pigs with Gut. So guys, my first question is, it's a special record title. Can you explain us a bit more about behind that
We're not a political band, but we have political opinions, but it kind of stays between us here. But it's kind of maybe a sign of the times a little bit, and reflecting of how it is now and what we think. And we needed a powerful title of the album also, and it is a song also on the record that is named that. So that's maybe the main reason why we chose that one.
Can you tell us a bit about the writing process? So how was it last year to work on that record?
We started how long ago? 2 years?
At least 18 months before the album was done.
Yeah.
18 months.
Should it take the mic?
Yeah.
So can you repeat it?
All right. Well, the writing process started approximately, or at least 18 months before the record was, before we started to record it. So almost immediately after the last album was out, we start to try out new riffs and stuff, and then some songs are like 2 years old, and some songs are like 6 months old. But whatever, it's over a year.
It's a pretty old record.
Yeah.
It's really old.
So
it's ancient.
So how was it for you to record with the Will, because it's your first record with the band? If you compare it with your previous work with your old bands,
terrifying, because I've never recorded a metal album before, so I had to up my game a bit. But I think I managed. I think it went down fine. Yeah,
it did.
Yeah. Thanks.
You stated a good point, because you said you never record a metal record. Deville is usually a rock band, and the new record sounds more like a metal record. Yeah. So how was this happen? So
we've been a band for a long time now, and we try to develop and to keep it funny and have a kind of progress in the whole music. It took that turn. And we listen to these kind of bands also, and there are a lot of them are metal bands, so it's kind of a natural way to get influenced by it. So, and it's of course it's more metal, but it's also very related to the other stuff. So it's not that far from the previous influences as well. It's just a little bit angrier, maybe heavier, but still Deville.
I want to talk about 4 songs of the new record. The first one is Gold Sealed Thumb, your new single.
Yeah.
What's the story behind that track?
Yeah, that's one of the songs that we worked longest with. There are 2 songs. That's one of the we worked, and that's just came up with one riff. And we built and we added and we tried and we let it rest for a while, and we took it back, and it was we thought it had such strong parts, so we didn't want to throw it away, but it had to rest, so we worked with other songs and took it back and then added. So it's like one of those songs that it was worth working with for almost 2 years. So that's really a team effort, but I think we were really convinced that one should stay, because we always added. We never forgot it. Normally, if a song is bad, it was like, nah, we work on other stuff, but we always come back to it. So I think that's proof of some kind of quality in the
And
yeah.
The next one is Hell in the Water. What are the lyrics about?
It's always, I have to think now. It's always, you know, metaphors when I write, and it's maybe to keep yourself from, saving yourself from your own, maybe harsher, maybe your own insanity, maybe, kind of, and how to handle that. But it's like a emotional inner ride about emotions. It's definitely the most popular song we have on the record. It's different from the others.
So the next one is the Volcan track, Medicated in a Concrete Road.
Yeah, well, well, that started out like as a, well, the verse and the verse riff kind of just straight rock, not rock and roll, but straight rock. In Sweden, or at least we talk about luge metal, like hillbilly metal, like barn metal, like Volbeat or Swedish Takida and stuff like that. And that verse is kind of like that. And then we had a chorus that was like super heavy that I wrote. But the thing was that was one of the songs that we wrote like last before we start recording it, so that we didn't really know the song when we got into the studio. So when we started recording the drums on that track, our producer said, "Hey, you guys, we should try to do something different in the chorus." So he changed up the production of the chorus and the arrangement, and added like the part where the drums and the bass play against the guitars and so it's a backbeat thing going on in the rhythm section, and then the guitars and the vocals go like a 4/4. Like a true anti-chorus. I mean, so it was one of those songs that got the most edited in during the recording progress. But I think it's turned out really cool.
And the last track is Cut It Loose.
Yeah.
Can I say it's gonna be the next single? Yeah. Because this is the first time we. Maybe it's the most Deville sounding song on the record. We started to work on it, and it was like, it works. You know, it wasn't. We were not really psyched about it, like some other stuff on the record, but since it felt like we have done this before. But when we did it in the studio, it turned out really massive, and the chorus is really, it's a huge chorus. And we worked on the middle parts, and so it wasn't really that hard to get it together, but maybe were uncertain if it's good or bad. But other people, you're not the best judge yourself, and we want to decide ourselves always what's best for us, but it's always not the best thing. So the label suggested that for a single. So you have to trust other people also. That's a strong song. So even though we think it's like not the most the song that we developed most on the record, it's a strong song. So we have big hopes. It's a big difference from Gold Seal Tomb. It's not that metal, but it's epic and it's catchy. So we have big hopes.
Do we have any ideas for a music video, like a lyric video or a performing video?
The thing is, I think what we do best is write and play music. We leave that to other guys, and we trust some guys that work with who have done the videos before. So once again, we're going to leave it to not only Henrik that have made artwork and some other videos. It's also Peter Tapkar involved this time also, who made. He was involved in the Lava video. So we trust them, and I think it's going to turn out great. But we leave it to others because I don't think we have the skills to make also that a masterpiece.
Can you tell us when you will publish the pre-orders of the new record?
I'm not really sure, but I think it's a couple of weeks before in October, somewhere in the beginning of October. Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about more the artwork of your record? Is it you who's painting the title?
It's none of us.
But
It's Henrik.
Yeah. It's the guy that made our last videos, well, all of our videos. Yeah. And we asked him, and he really wanted to do it, and we wanted to do something else, and he got the record, so he made something out of what he felt when he listened to the record. And so it's really if you see the cover, it helps kind of the music, and it's because if it would like be a nice beach with a warm sun and palm trees, it would kind of destroy the whole feeling of it, but it really reflects kind of the mood on the record. We think, I hope, kind of, yeah. So, but also that we leave that to others, you know, because that's not our kind of feel. Of course, we have opinions about it, and we can say, nah, that's not our kind of style. But I think this is really that fits the music really good.
So my last question is: you signed a new booking contract.
Yes.
Do you have any plans or maybe any options to visit new countries? And yes, when, where?
There's a lot of it going on, so we're trying to get the touring puzzle together, and there's a lot coming up. Nothing we can say right now because it's not set, but it's gonna be the rough plan now is to tour in Sweden around the record, and then we will see if it's where it's gonna be. It's very hard to say right now. Yeah, between options. Okay. But we have different parts of the world, and so we will see where we end up. Yeah.
So yeah, you answered all my questions. Is there anything left you want to say or to share? You can do it now.
We're glad to be back in Germany. We had some tough times, but I think the music is gonna save us in one another way. So, yeah,
maybe one of the others.
Thank you for having us. Buy the record.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.